A non-disclosure agreement or proprietary information agreement is used when you want to share knowledge and technology that may or may not be patent with a third party and you do not want that party to reveal the knowledge and or technology shared. The non-disclosure agreement allows the facilitation of research collaboration. The NDA can be one-way, only one party is sharing, or two-way or multi-parties. All parties are sharing and receiving proprietary knowledge and technology. All proprietary information must be marked as such by the sharing party to be considered proprietary for the project. Non-disclosure agreements are not a substitute for a patent application. Do not rely on them to protect you or your data. Non-disclosure agreements are contracts that are controlled by state law. All non-disclosure agreements must be processed through the Office of Sponsor Program and signed by a university official who has signature authority from the Board of Trustees. The PI, chair, and/or deans are not authorized to sign non-disclosure agreements on behalf of the university. The authorized organization representative for non-disclosure agreements is the Director of Office of Sponsor Programs. After the agreement is signed by both parties, each individual authorized to receive or give information under the agreement will be required to read and sign an individual proprietary information protection agreement in which they will agree to abide by the terms and conditions of the non-disclosure agreement. Why have a non-disclosure agreement? A non-disclosure agreement protects your intellectual property. Having a meeting or discussion about your inventions without a non-disclosure agreement constitute public disclosure. Governing law. UAH is a state-funded institution of higher education. Therefore, we are prohibited by law from entering into any agreement which requires us to be governed by another state law. The AOR, or Authorized Organization Representative. The non-disclosure agreement protects the PI and the university data. All non-disclosure agreements are reviewed by the Office of Sponsor Program and Office of Counsel, then signed by the Director of OSP. If you have any questions about non-disclosure agreements, please contact the Office of Sponsor Program. Thank you. Teaming agreements are developed when two or more parties, usually the university and a company, decide to join together to develop a proposal or work together on a project, either funded or unfunded. The teaming agreement set the guidelines between potential partners. It will set forth certain terms such as purpose of the agreement, the relationship between the parties, the rights of the parties, and other general provisions. A teaming agreement provides that the party will execute a more detailed contract upon the successful outcome of the proposal. State law rather than federal law governs dispute related to the enforceability of teaming agreements because they are commercial, non-government contracts. Teaming agreements often contain a choice of law provision, set forth the state law that would govern any dispute arising under the teaming agreement. Therefore, they are not enforceable in government contract forms, but rather in the court of the state in which they are formed or in which the parties agree to resolve disputes. Companies usually request an exclusivity agreement which prohibits us from teaming with other companies. UAH will not accept teaming agreements with an exclusivity clause. We will, however, appoint a PI exclusively for the project. The non-disclosure agreement is usually signed prior to the teaming agreement and will become a part of the teaming agreement as an exhibit. In summary, Federal Acquisition Regulation states that teaming arrangements are recognized by the government provided the arrangements are identified and company relationships are fully disclosed in an offer or for arrangements entered into after submission of an offer before the arrangement become effective. UAH is a state-funded institution of higher education. Therefore, we are prohibited by law from entering into any agreement which requires us to be governed by another state law. The teaming arrangement are reviewed by OSP and Office of Counsel, then signed by the Director of Office of Sponsor Program. If you have any questions about teaming agreements, please contact the Office of Sponsor Programs.